Greetings, our Gateway TV viewers. My name is Dennis, and welcome to yet another exclusive interview. Well, this day I'm with none other than Idols finalist Brenden Ledwaba. My guy, how's it going?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm cool, man.
Very well.
So tell me, man, what brings you to Witbank?
I'm here to fellowship with the youth
Yeah,
of here.
Yeah.
You know, the people of Mpumalanga, the same
Yeah.
people who supported me
yeah,
through the amazing journey that I went through last year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of your journey, how has life been after Idols?
You know, life has been, I mean, it's bittersweet because
Yeah.
as much as it's amazing, but you have to work hard
Yeah,
and consistently you keep working. It's like you don't ever, it's not like a career you study for where you reach a certain level and this is what you do all the time.
Yeah, yeah,
So you always, you have to find yourself and
Yeah.
sort of try and reinvent yourself and
Yeah.
see what works.
Okay. Now, you joining Idols, was it a conscious decision or you're pushed? What led you to actually go into this competition?
Honestly, I think I was bored of my life. you
Okay.
know. I wanted something better.
Yeah.
I wanted a better future for myself. You know,
Yeah.
I wanted a career in like the music industry.
Yeah.
And at the time, it just seemed like the way to do it.
Yeah, yeah. So before that, music had always been your thing. You saw yourself being at the top.
Absolutely. Like the thing is, I grew up in a very Christian family, and we used to sing a lot.
Yeah.
Like music was part of, we're that family that renders items at church.
Wow, guys. Music being always your passion, or it was just something that just came at the last minute?
Music was pretty much with me from the start, from my birth, because
Yeah.
I grew up in a very Christian family where music was part of us. We were
Yeah,
that family that would render items at church, and I was that kid who would come with that sweet voice and do the solo here and there. And so it was just one of those things that I knew from an early age that this is me, this is what I do. I was never really insecure about it. I believed in that. I believed in that talent.
No, you spoke about you growing up in church, coming from a Christian background. Wasn't it much of a challenge in the competition? Because now people know you of singing R&B, love songs, but you actually came from a worship, praise kind of background. Wasn't that challenging?
Well, the thing is, I was lucky to have, my dad is a pastor,
Okay.
but more than that, he's a good father.
Yeah.
So he realized that I was into singing, but I was different. I wasn't the kind of guy, I couldn't lead a chorus in church.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't, because I didn't have that coarse voice
Oh, yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
I'd fall in love with more sweeter songs, like your Craig Davids at the time, your Ushers at the time, your Maxwell and whatnot. And so, unlike, I think sometimes most Christian family would pull you back and say, no, don't listen to that.
Definitely.
This is what you should listen to. He gave me that opportunity to say, you know what, if you like that, then listen to it, If it improves your singing, then there's no harm in it.
Yeah.
So I was exposed to such music,
Yeah.
and that's what I listened to. So even when I'd sing in church, I would always be the guy who's singing international gospel songs in church, I mean, occasionally, yes, obviously you have to stick to your roots, and I'll do my Tonga worship, Nish cancer squembu, bakateka vanhu. But at some point I would sing the international music and the way I felt like my voice is best received. So I was lucky that my family understood that, and they let me follow this path.
Now, clearly your family has been supporting you throughout your career. What's importance do you think family plays in someone's career?
I think it plays a very big role in your career, because I was actually saying that most times when I was on Idols, as much as you get feedback and you get tweets and posts and people, they call you, but the people who are always there, it's your family.
Yeah.
Those are the people that after a show, I would call and say, listen, how was it?
Yeah.
And they would be like, look, you were good. Sometimes even when I know I was bad, I would call them, and my brother would just be like, yo, man, you rocked.
Yeah.
And I know that he's lying, but it feels good to hear that. So family are those people, they know when to lie to you, to keep you going, Whereas sometimes friends they'll tell you the truth and they'll be honest with you, which is good. You need to hear that too.
Yeah.
But after that, you need to be comforted.
Yeah.
And that's where family comes in. They my comfort. And they are very big player in my life.
Yeah. So would you push your son to join idols or to be a musician rather?
What I would do is I would support my son in whatever he wants to do, because I think we now live in a world where it's, especially as black culture, we never really were exposed to this many career paths.
Yeah, true.
It was always medicine or law or teaching, that was the stuff we knew. But now I always say, for me, are you making a difference? And those are the most fulfilling things in life. So if my child wants to be a painter, and if he takes it seriously and he can sort of touch someone's life through a painting, because I've looked at pictures that I've thought, wow, like for instance, that Hector Peterson photo. You know what I mean? The guy who took that picture, how many lives has he touched? True. How far has that photo gone? So that is he's clearly positively affecting lives. So most people think that for you to affect lives in a Christian way, you have to be doing something that's traditionally Christian. But sometimes you go in a path that's not traditionally Christian, and you touch hearts that would not be touched by traditionally Christian paths.
True.
So for instance, the same way I'm doing R&B music, there are certain people who will have come out of divorces, who will feel like, I don't even want to do this anymore, I don't want to live anymore, maybe on a path to destruction or suicide, and they will listen to one of my songs and it will soothe their hearts.
True.
And that would be my sort of impact in their lives. So if you can do that with any career, I would support that. And with my son, whatever he chooses, as long as it's for a positive reason.
True. Now, what's the one thing that you would say to someone who wants to pursue a career in music right now?
I would say the best thing you can do is be yourself. Be yourself, stick to what you know. The thing about the music industry is that there's a lot of players involved.
True.
And especially once you make it to a level where you are recording and because now you're dealing with A&R, you're dealing with publicity. Everyone is trying to tell you who you think you should be or who they think you should be. They'll tell you, okay, no, this is your market. This is what works for you. I say stay true to yourself, If you touch people, and it's always about the people, you're always doing it about, as much as you want to say, as long as I'm happy, stay true to yourself, and if it affects people, then it's for you. If you're doing what you love and it's not touching people, then maybe it's not for you. Maybe you can do it for yourself, but if you do it and people respect it and they respond positively, then that's the right thing. So just focus on yourself and the public, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really help if it helps you, but not people who are listening to it.
Now, lastly, you're currently in Witbank at Gateway Church International. There's a conference coming for LO4G, which is the youth ministry here. Their theme this year is Step Up and Influence. How important is it for young people to actually stand out there, go out there, and prove that they're actually born again, they're not shy about it, and be of influence to their peers?
I think it's very important. Like, I always think young people have got the most power, and it's decisions that you make as a young person that affect. And for me, for your faith to be known, that's the most important thing. I'm not shy about being a Christian, and I'm not shy about being a Christian in the industry. And sometimes it's always good, because it's one thing for people to see your life or to hear about your life, but it's another thing for them to see. So sometimes a person will be like, how come you are in the same industry and we're doing the same things, but I don't get the same response? What are you doing different? That's where it comes in. Then you're like, no, it's because I do so and so. I pray before I perform. I do this before. I've got these routines that I do before I perform. And it's good that people know, because when they know, then they can actually adopt that lifestyle. And that's why you need to step up, and people should see that you are that which they trying to understand. Don't just talk about it. Don't just preach it. Don't. Sometimes I feel like actions, and I mean, this is like a known saying, but actions really do speak louder than words. And most times we focus on telling people what to do and telling them what they should be doing, when in fact we should be showing them what they should be doing. And I think young people, we should just step in and take what's ours. The Bible says everything that's on earth belongs to God, and if it belongs to God, it belongs to us, because He's our Father. So we should make sure that, I sometimes look at the world and there's more unsaved people that are successful than Christians.
Yeah.
And that hurts me to see that, you know, because these blessings are for all of us. And surely we should get the most of them, you know. And so that's what I want to see. I want to see more Christians as doctors, more Christians as lawyers, because those people are making money, you know. I want to see more Christians coming to church with Lamborghinis parked outside.
You know,
it shouldn't just be like a thing that happens in the clubs or whatnot. It should happen in the churches. We should see that. We should live that life. We should experience that. And it starts now as a young person. You pursue it.
Most definitely, man. Well, thank you for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Brenden Ledwaba. He will be performing tomorrow at Step Up and Influence Conference. As you heard, he's born again. He loves God. Make sure you attend the conference tomorrow. This was me, Dennis. Until we meet again.
Is that your thing?
The youth of LL4G and indeed the church itself, I just want to say, continue doing what you're doing and impacting, having an impact in the community of Witbank, because I mean, I came here and I was blown away. I love this space. I love how it is, and I love the people who are here, and I feel like this is indeed God's work. And I just want to say, God bless you guys, and you know, more and more, like abundantly and more than you can ever imagine. God bless you guys. I love you.